Welcome to My Home by Yan Li, Part 1.
1, 2, 3,
Tom said as he counted the flies in his bedroom. Tom, don't eat food in your room, please. His mom put her hands on her hips and tried not to lose her temper. I've told you tons of times. You always leave your bedroom in such a mess. You should clean it up. Tom looked around his room. His stuff was scattered everywhere, from the bed right to the door. A few stray white bread crumbs lay on the floor. It wasn't a bedroom to be proud of. Tom didn't care what his room looked like, though. He picked up some bread from the floor and ate it on his bed. Suddenly, he heard a tiny voice say,
"Don't eat it. It has germs."
Tom looked around his room wondering where the tiny voice had come from. He didn't find anyone, so he kept eating the bread. But something happened. Tom found himself becoming smaller and smaller. He ended up as small as an ant. His bed became bigger and bigger, bigger than an ocean. Tom tried to jump to the floor, but the floor was too far for him. It was like he was stuck in the middle of the ocean.
"Do you need help?"
The tiny voice spoke again.
"Who are you? Where are you?"
Tom asked.
"Lift your head, please. I am sitting near the window." "Oh my!"
Tom cried out. He found a huge spider sitting on her web. The spider was busy wrapping up a fly.
"How can you help me?"
Tom asked. The spider dropped a line of web in front of Tom.
"Grab the line, and I'll pull you on the windowsill." "You're not going to eat me, right?"
Tom asked, feeling scared.
"No, we've been friends for a long time,"
the spider said.
"Because flies love your place. I've moved inside as my job's to catch flies."
Tom climbed up the line of web and pulled the line taut. The spider dragged the line upward. Tom closed his eyes and held his breath. He felt like he was riding a roller coaster at a park, but it wasn't fun anymore.
"Here we are."
The spider cheered. Tom opened his eyes and found that he was standing on the windowsill.
"Since your room is too messy, I need to clean it up. I suggest you should go to visit the home of the ant tonight,"
the spider said.
"But it's still too high from the floor."
Tom felt hopeless. The spider didn't hear him and left. A soft wind blew at nightfall. Tom could smell the flowers in the air. But at the moment, Tom felt so depressed and lonely.
"Welcome to my home."
A bee's head peeped out from a flower and she rolled her eyes at Tom.
"You're home?"
Tom felt curious.
"My name is Little Dot."
Little Dot flew over Tom's head and said,
"I know you. You're Tom. I've seen you several times in your yard before."
Little Dot used her feet and lifted Tom up. Tom felt a strong wind against his face and saw the flowers like big lanterns swaying under him. Little Dot flew high and low to avoid the leaves. Finally, Little Dot stopped in front of a rock and knocked on the door.
"This is your home?"
Tom looked up and down the rock. It looked like a castle.
"Yes. Usually we build our home in rock crevices and hollow trees, which we believe are appropriate for our colony,"
Little Dot explained. Another bee opened the door and let them inside.
"Oh, Your home is just like a huge storage area.
Tom saw the bees arranging their belongings into boxes one by one.